Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the best 2D Mario game that I've played in a long time, since Super Mario Bros. 3 to be exact. Best Mario ever! Nintendo have waited this long to give us a new and fresh look at one of the world's most loved platformers, and although it was a while wait, it's so worth it. I finished the game within 3 days from receiving it and 100%ed it within a week, and now we're going to talk about it. There'll be game spoilers present, so you're warned. Kicking off the game, you are greeted with a very cute opening scene, and already it feels different. There's actual vocal dialogue. Why is this flower talking to me?
Where's the party?
You begin in the Flower Kingdom, a land not too far from the Mushroom Kingdom. Prince Florian invited Mario and friends, but upon their arrival, in typical format, Bowser arrives and he touches the mysterious Wonder Flower, merging with the Flower Kingdom castle. Chaos erupts over the lands, and it's now up to the gang to save the day yet again. It's your job to stop him and bring back the Flower Kingdom's castle. So buckle up because you're in for a fun and satisfying ride. The visuals that are instantly presented to us in this opening cutscene are actually quite stunning. It's definitely typical of Mario games to show up with lots of colour and vibrancy, but the depth that is put into the background really helps bring this 2D plane to life. So seeing this level of visual fun made me instantly want more, and thankfully as time went on, each level provided more. Super Mario Bros. Wonder brings the wonder in every level, and it doesn't hesitate to wait. Each level from the very first to the very last all incorporate a weird and wacky wonder mode that is sure to make you smile. And this is where it finally feels like we have a new and improved version of Super Mario Bros. In the past, 2D Mario players were used to just general platforming. You know, the jump on enemies, sprint over gaps, jump to the top of the flagpole, standard stuff really. Then it developed into collecting big coins to help your 100% completion target. In Wonder, not only do you collect big coins, but you collect Wonder Seeds, and these Wonder Seeds can be collected from finishing a level or entering the wacky world of the Wonder Flower. You see, a level in Super Mario Bros. Wonder can take you on another path mid-level, and it completely changes the level that you're progressing through. The best part is, each time you grab a Wonder Flower in a level, you are presented with something different. No Wonder change is the same. This is why the game feels refreshed, because it's an evolution of Mario we know and love, not just the same repeated formula. Visual effects can change, inanimate objects come to life, Mario can go Odyssey style and change into different objects, the music is absolutely divine, and everything becomes much more fun. And the levels are already fun to begin with. Collecting Wonder Seeds per level is one thing, but collecting the Royal Seed is another. The Royal Seeds can be collected from beating the main boss level in each world on the map, and the power of the Royal Seeds help to slowly break down Bowser's Wonder Flower strength. There are 7 areas on the map, with the Petal Isles being the centre stage, and 6 worlds flow from that. Kind of like the petals on a flower bud. But if you are a dedicated Mario fan, you'll soon enough locate an 8th world, the Special Worlds. More on that later. So now we've established what our mission in the game is, let's talk about the levels themselves. Mario levels are always fun, we know this, but how can you change the experience without changing the 2D format? The biggest difference, aside from the Wonder Flower, is the introduction of a deeper playing field. I explain it as if you were in an editing software and you are bringing a photo forward or sending it to the back. Mario can explore the back parts of the screen and turn smaller, or be brought forward and sized up. It's a very clever way to create a sense of difference and depth, and I love it. We explore familiar scenes such as underwater, fire pits, ghost houses, flying ships, and much more, except due to the graphical improvement, levels feel more lively than ever. I love that each level has different backgrounds, and I genuinely get excited loading into a level and being surprised from what I'm about to see. Levels have a difficulty ranking from 1 to 5 stars, which I like. I'm a player who tends to speedrun through levels, so throw in some difficulty and I love the challenge. Should you want an easier run, or you might be playing with your little kids, Mario's character roster introduces something great, and that's the ability to play as Yoshi or Nabbit, and you don't take damage from enemies. You can basically become invincible, however the pits of death will still cost you a life. So where the challenge lies is the special world. You gain access to this world through each other world. Most will involve finding secret exits in levels to unlock access, where some will require a certain amount of Wonder Seeds. The special world levels are all 5-star difficulty, and they bring some fun as well as some stress. It's a little special to me. that I've reached the special world and completed it, as I remember reaching this special world in Super Mario World as a kid and not being able to complete it. So when you feel like you've completed all the levels, you're most likely going to find some extra surprises such as this world. How many times can I say world? To help you on your level quests are the addition of brand new power-ups, and some returning ones like the Fire Flower. I know you've all thirsted over Elephant Mario, but that power-up genuinely makes a huge difference and tended to be the one that I use the most. The ability to whack enemies away with your trunk is pretty accurate, as opposed to the Fire Flower, where you throw and hope that the fireball touches the enemy. Then we have the Bubble Flower and the Drill Mushroom, two new power-ups that I actually didn't use much. I found the Bubble Flower to be annoying, especially when your character accidentally bounces on the bubbles at the wrong time. And the Drill Mushroom, good for getting into sneaky spots, but that's about it, at least in my experience. And then we have something completely new, and that's badges. Badges are special moves or other kinds of powers that you can collect from completing badge trials. There are abilities such as the Parachute Cap, which is my personal favourite, as well as others like Dolphin Kick and the Grappling Vine. These badges help change the way Mario or your character completes the level, and it's a nice difference to just hitting a question block and gaining a power-up. There are the addition of boost badges and expert badges that will require some hustle to get, with the last expert badge only becoming obtainable if you have done basically everything in the game. Collected all the Wonder Seeds, all the purple 10 coins, and reached the top of every flagpole. If you're a completionist, you will enjoy the grind, with the exception of the very last expert level badge. Now, that is a slog. Play as Yoshi, it's much easier. The one portion of the game that I didn't play and doesn't really appeal to me is the online multiplayer aspect. I wouldn't even call this online multiplayer, however you do get to see ghost characters of other players who are in the same worlds as you, and should you need a quick revive, this is where standees come into play. I can't say that I did any of this, but I did collect every standee in the game to work towards my 100% completion. Then you have typical local co-op, which I also didn't do, but this is a great way to involve the whole family or have a games night with friends. Up to 4 people can play the game, which is pretty standard. Perfect for the rivalry if you're one of 4 siblings like I am. Now, 100% completion for me looked like this. I completed the game, I collected all the Wonder Seeds and Royal Seeds, I collected every purple 10 coin, I reached the top of every flagpole, I collected all badges, and I raged at the final badge level, and I collected all standees. A decent amount of things to do, but if you play the game with the intention to reach 100%, it becomes the norm for you to explore every nook and cranny in order to find everything in the level. And if you aren't trying to reach the top of the flagpole in any Mario game, I'm sorry, but you're not playing a Mario game, right? I'm so glad that I completed Super Mario Bros. Wonder because it genuinely is one of the best Nintendo games that I've played in a long time. And it definitely is one of the best Mario games that I have ever played, but it still doesn't beat Super Mario Bros. 3.